Hello there, toy collectors. Thanks for joining me today for the Vanguard review. We're going to ask some tough questions today. That's why I'm in my professional getup. What could have been done better? What was done well? And how does it compare to some of the newer products that we have out there, or older products, I should say? We'll take a look and we're going to get in depth. In the meantime, when we do these investigative reports and reviews, this is the entrance. This is how we're going to do it. Professional and absolutely hard-hitting reviews. Everybody like that intro? I thought it'd be a little treat for you. Yeah, so we're going to try and get this done. I had to put the camera that far back because that's the size of these, new vehicles now. I hope you can, what we'll do is we'll unbox it. You won't see my face, but we will see the vehicle, and that's the focus of this. And once we unbox it, we'll get closer. We'll get closer in to get a good view of the actual Vanguard. Now we're going to do some comparisons with several new, older, and custom vehicles to see how that lines up, right? So some of it's going to be unfair. Some of it's going to be on par for the same course. It's just going to be a comparison, right? Where on that spectrum of quality and coolness does this Vanguard lie? I don't know. I haven't opened it. I haven't watched anybody's reviews. So, well, let's get right into it. Let's unbox this thing. I'm excited to unbox it. I haven't done it, and I'm waiting for it. Now, I'm just hoping that this one isn't all banged up like I have seen several collectors get theirs, banged up. USPS seems to have a problem delivering these in one piece. Let's see here. Well, here, let's do this. This is what it looks like, so you guys can, this is the front, this is the top of the box, front of the box, and side, Vanguard, and then on the back you get kind of a schematic of it, right? That looks very cool. All right, let's get into this box, man. Well, not that side, the other side is the side I opened. There we go. Pop this tab out. Pop this tape. Close this knife. And now I ordered early on, so hopefully we've got all of the extra stuff in here. Imagine so, imagine so. And I got the gray version. I didn't like the tan one. Well, I did, but I didn't want that one. I wanted something a little bit more city-like. Yes, we do have extra stuff in here. Here we go. And this is just filler. This is just filler. All right. So there it is. Let's go ahead and start ripping into this bad boy. Oh, don't drop it now. It definitely has some pep to it. It definitely has that. Oh, look at that. Wasn't expecting that. Sticker sheets and a Action Force file card. All right, so here's the manual, operations manual. And then you've got a sticker sheet with a bunch of decals on it there. Love that. Very nice. There's that. What's in the, I guess it's how to assemble it, right? How to put it together. Very nice. So we'll go through that later. Here is the turret. It's very nice. We do have, let's see if I can open this up. Blast effects for the turret look great. Look at that. We'll get close up on this, but I'm gonna start setting out everything right there. Stickers, operations manual, right there. Reaper card, the file card. Start throwing all the trash in there. Turret. Empty box, empty filler. What else do we have? All the, this is what I was afraid of. If I saw a lot of people get busted out tires. These seem to be just fine. So that's cool. It doesn't feel cheap. I know some people were saying it feels cheap. It doesn't feel cheap. What's everybody talking about? I got a scuff mark here, but I think that's, I don't know what that is. It's a little bit of a scuff mark there, but I mean, it's at some point I was gonna scuff it up. It doesn't feel cheap to me. You've got a set of gas cans and stuff here, like an accessory, and you've got the, I think that's an M60. It's an M60 on there, I believe. What else do we got in the trunk here? Oh man, are these 50 cals? These look like dual 50 cals right here. Sheesh. What else do we got? Oh, and this is just a hatch to close it. Very nice. And here is the Reaper figure, I believe. Come out. Yeah, there he is with his little stand. So we've got the Reaper figure and his little stand. Now all of this is in the back here. There it is. Oh, this is the 60 that mounts on this back pole back here. All right, very good. All right. So very quickly, from what I can tell, from what I see, let's make sure my doors work. All my doors seem to work fine. Everything's opening, everything's closing. It's got some heft to it. It's not, what the heck is everybody talking about? Why is everybody saying it feels cheap? It does not feel cheap to me. The door keeps opening, but no. It doesn't feel cheap to me. I'm doing this, but it's heavy. It's got heft to it. And I'm doing this, and I feel okay grabbing it by here and doing this because I can feel that the plastic has some strength to it. It doesn't feel any cheaper or better than the Vamp. And in any case, it might actually be the durometer on this is thicker than the Vamp. But what do I know? But it doesn't feel cheap. I don't know what people are talking about. All right, so let's do this. Before we get going any further, what I'd like to do is maybe, before we arm it all up, is get some size comparisons, right? Let's line it up against a few other vehicles and see how it stands out. All right, so here we have it in comparison to a few other vehicles, right? Number one, we have the gridironed out Vamp. And I'm doing this freehand, so excuse some of the shakiness. So there it is in comparison to the Vamp. As you can clearly see, the Resvani or the Vanguard is clearly much larger than the Vamp. And of course that's expected because, you know, the Vamp has the Resvani has a 4-seater, possibly 5 or 6 because you have the back compartment as well, right? So you have that. And yeah, this is only a 2-seater, kind of a recon vehicle. Anyways, and then you also have, what does it look like next to? Yeah, this, hold on, let me pull this little guy out of the way because he's much smaller than this monstrosity. This is the Batman vehicle. And let me move this one over here. So this is the Batman vehicle that I, did the custom doors opening type deal. So that's what it looks like there. I'm shocked that the Resvani is actually, the Batman vehicle is bigger? That's hilarious. Now, of course, the Batman vehicle is bigger, but number one, it only has a compartment for 2 seats. The engine is gigantic. It's an RC car, and it was never meant to really hold action figures in there. And the quality of this plastic is super flexy. This is not flexy. This is more hardened, and this has already got you know, doors that open. It's got a lot of little, you know, trinkets on it. It's got a lot of little weapons on it. It's got a turret. It has a lot of things that this one doesn't have, right? I mean, the purpose here is two different cars, but that's how it compares to that. Now, let me grab the Ramen Racer and see what it looks like up against it. All right, so here it is as it compares to the Ramen Racer. The Ramen Racer looks to be actually longer than the AWESOME as well, or the Vanguard. Ramen Racer has more electronics. Has, you know, it can fit four figures, but as you can see, the AWESOME is much thicker. So, well, not much, but it is thicker. You know, this one's longer, and this one's just bulkier and higher up, which is expected, right? But I'd imagine the AWESOME would be longer. Something's different here in scale. I don't know what exactly it is, but something's either off. One of these two is off. I mean, unless I'm crazy. Is the Ramen Racer, is the Charger that much longer than a AWESOME? It could be. I don't know. I'm not a super car expert, but I still like both of these. So far, I'm digging everything about the Vanguard. It feels good. And I definitely would take the, in a pitched fight, so far, of all the cars I've showed out here, I'd still take the AWESOME instead of the Vanguard, or I'd still take the Vanguard instead of the Ramen Racer. And I don't know if he's bristling with weapons, but once you arm him up, he might have a good chance too of fighting. So I'm still going with the Vanguard as far as, you know, although those miniguns are something. Anyways, let's keep going. I've got another couple of vehicles to compare it to. And here we have it next to my customized Wreckage Tiger Paw. I didn't particularly like that banana color that they had going on with this Wreckage vehicle. If you guys want to see the walkthrough on how I customized this, you know, I'll put a link in the description and you guys can go check that out. But I took the Tiger Paw and just, I know some people are saying heresy, how dare you? But I just couldn't live with that color. I'm a little bit more realistic in how I like some of these figures, or how I like some of these vehicles and stuff. Desert Tan was a good option, but I like gray better because I want it to be a little bit more flexible in what it is, right? I think now I can use this for a Marvel Legends, or I can use it for a military mercenary, or I can use it for, you know, any number of things. I might get another desert color one, but we'll see. But anyways, that's how big it is as compared to it. Here's the top. You know, here's a side view. It's definitely doesn't get. There it is right there. So anyways, and then we're gonna do one last comparison. And this one's not fair, but it's my review, so kind of don't care. And now this is the unfair comparison. We have a Humvee, what I drove in the military right here. This happens to be, I think some Army ones now come with the intake up here, the snorkel, but the one I drove had it back down there somewhere, you know. Anyways, most of the Marines had this one, and some Armies had it, but you know, not a lot. But anyways, I always wonder. I get it, you know. I like the Vanguard. I like it, but when you think of military, this is what you think of. Now, this vehicle is 100% more well constructed than this vehicle, because this monstrosity is metal, and it's a full-blown RC car, but it costs nearly 3 times what that costs. So it's completely unfair. Now, do they still look good up against each other? They kind of still look good, although, you know, taken into battle, I'm pretty sure an upgraded Humvee is going to turn that thing into Swiss cheese. It's just going to rip right through it. I mean, it only has the grenade launcher here for now, but if you put the, you know, different mounting systems on this one and then went to war on this one, yeah, no. And for my protection, well, because I know I'd always be sitting in this one. Although probably you could civilianize it to be super upgraded, I guess. But for my money, I know this one, and I would definitely be in that one. Now again, I'm saying, I don't know why any manufacturing companies, any like Ramen Toys or Valaverse or Hasbro has not said, you know what, we hear you, we're gonna get you the doggone Humvee. Let's just go get it. Why haven't they said that? What is the problem? Is the licensing too expensive? What is the deal? Just give us the Humvee already. You know, I like the Vanguard, but it's not a Humvee. The Humvee, man, the Humvee. So anyways, like I said, completely unfair. You know, the lights come on, it honks, it's got noises, it's got, you know, the doors open, it's got working latches here. The latches come up open on this. This is just in another ballpark as compared to this, but it still looks good. It's still, you know, this one can still, you know, in a toy world operate next to this one. It would still look good. But who among you would rather have this or this? I mean, right now, 1000% I'd rather have this. But I'm going to tell you again, this isn't bad. This isn't bad for what it was given to us for. And again, I don't know why everybody was complaining about how not sturdy it was. It feels good. The plastic doesn't, anyways, I don't know. But yeah, it's totally unfair to compare it to this monstrosity. You guys saw the video of the review I did on it. It's amazing. This little, and like I said, it's 3 times what that cost. I mean, I paid like, I think I paid like $500-600 for this guy. But then again, it's metal. So, all right, let's start building this bad boy and see what we can see on it. All right, guys, I brought you in for a closer look. Let's start. You know what? Let's start putting some of these things together. Of course, let's start out with this little hatch, right? Simple. If you don't want anything on the top of the Vanguard, all you do is, I guess, is there any key? No. All you do is just snap this on here, I guess. There you go. Hold on. User error. Come on. All right, so here's the deal. One side is thicker than the other. I don't know if you can see that there. This side's thinner, this side's thicker. And it seems to be that it goes in this way, just like that. That's what it feels like to me, that it's supposed to be that way. It feels like it's on there good, so, and you can easily pop it off. So that was just, I was trying to make it flush. It doesn't go flush. So that's easy, we did that. What else can we do? Oh, here's the tower, or the turret. Is there a side that's, this side doesn't appear to be a thicker or a lower side. So let's put this on then. Just like that. Well, that was easy. That was much easier than the other thing. But then again, this one doesn't have a higher and a lower point. So, I mean, that's it. It just went in there just like that. So that's good. Let's see. And I believe once you put that on there, it's that simple to put this on here. That's it. Now, thanks to my friend, my good friend of the channel, and I heard that Valaverse is going to do this too. So this is something that's a huge, I'm incredibly grateful, and I don't know how to say this, or how to get across how much I value that Valaverse and Bobby Vala have decided there was a component on here that we did not like. And that is the ability to put the turret up and down. As it is, it can only go side to side. Well, there, I think it was SOOKA Prime, Soka Prime, did a 3D print where this does actually move. And then thanks to my good friend of the channel, it's Jay Gonzo, he had an extra one that he got. And I'm gonna go ahead, it just installs just like that, and that was easy, right? But we're gonna take and modify this part. He sent me over a part, 1 second. All right, from what I understand, here's the little 3D printed part that you need. And Valaverse is going to send something out like this later. I don't know if it's this particular one or not. I'll put the post over here or something that talks about it. But why they did that is because they heard us talking about it. Here's a little part right here, and it simply hooks onto like this. It just hooks onto the other side like that, onto that little piece of plastic like that. So instead of plugging it into that gray one, you now plug it into that black one. And so what they saw is a need for it. And number two, they saw that some individuals, I don't think it was Suka Prime was just asking for like shipping and handling or whatever. But they saw some individuals, I think, profiting from some of this stuff. And of course, Bobby's one to never like people taking advantage of his fans. So his customers as well. So he decided to offer that for free, but you know, kind of got it early. And I super, like, again, I'm super appreciative of Gonzo sending this to me. And so there it is. It just plugs into the top. Now you can move it from side to side, right? And look, you can actually shoot your own engine out, which you probably shouldn't do. But you can actually pull it back too, right? So now it goes side to side and up. So not only to the front, but also to the back. And that's fantastic. I really like that they did that. And actually, I think that's a better resting position for it. So that's fantastic. Wow, very cool. What else? What else can we take a look at? Oh, the assembly of this back unit. Let's put that together real quick. And then we'll get an even closer shot of the Reaper. All right, so let's try and put this together real quick. It's not hard at all. Shouldn't be. I didn't even read the instructions. I'm not reading them. I'm doing like the Ramen Toys thing. Let's, you know, oh my gosh, that was, you know, again, I appreciate it. When I did the Ramen Racer review, again, I thought the Ramen Racer was amazing. Now, don't ask me if this one is better than the Ramen Racer or the Ramen Racer is better with this. I can't be objective. And the reason I can't be objective, I mean, I guess I could. The Ramen Racer has electronics on it, so that's better, a one-up on this. But I think they're both a work of love. It's that these guys, Ace and Bobby, are both fans, and they decided to bring this to us. So it's really hard for me to say which is better, although the Ramen Racer does have electronics in it. So you be the judge of that. Which, if you were to take these from me, I don't know. I like this one because it's a military vehicle, and I'm partial to that. Or it's a military design vehicle. The Ramen Racer, I'm partial to it because, dang, it looks good. It really looks good. So, but if you're giving me the choice between the Ramen Racer, the Vanguard, or my Humvee, I'm taking the Humvee every time. All right, let's look at this thing. How do you put this thing together? Let's see. This, of course, goes in here. So we've got that little box plugs into here. This is the ammo box. And I can see, all right, you got a couple of gas cans here too. Throw those in the back. See that? Let go you. Another gas can there, throw in the back. And I'm pretty sure that, I'm trying to find the plug for, there it is. Okay, well that's interesting. Huh. Is that how it plugs in? That's very interesting. All right, we're back. Just had to get some clarification there about this little arm back here, this little guy here. It comes hooked into this, like this. This pops off like that. I would suggest doing this, and this mount goes on either side of this turret, just like that. This little clip, see that little clip right there? It just clips into any one of these side ports like that. And this part there, you can put that on it, and now you have your, your M60 mounted into, come here you, just like that. All right, so anyways, come here you, come here. That port is little. It's okay though. My eyes are not what they used to be, Bobby. Jeez. So anyways, you can port, come here you, that onto there, and now you've got that, and then, you know, he could shoot any one of these, you know, every which way he wants, right? So kind of like the, you know, he's got his choice of a 50 cal or an M60 as he's, you know, fighting up there on the top. I think the 50 cals look weird, but I mean, it's a toy. I think the design looks weird. I don't know if I've ever seen a design quite like this. It's just interesting. I don't know. Maybe I'm not, the 50 cals I never fired a dual 50 cal, so nobody get confused about that. I only had the single. But yeah, just to say that this 50 cal looks a little bit, anyways. So you can pop this off here off the turret, take this other part off here, and you can kind of fiddle around with it and get, oh gosh, that port is just so tiny. Dropped this for a minute. You know, some people have been saying that this little guy right here feels cheap. It doesn't feel cheap to me. What it feels like is that it has a really high durometer, like super high. Like there is no bending this at all. And I think some people are used to some kind of gummy plastic. But this one doesn't have, this has zero bend. And so if your definition of cheap plastic is bendy, then that's just the durometer that you're used to, maybe a different durometer. Where's the little, trying to get it all set up for you so you can see what it looks like. But anyways, the bullets go out that way. And let me see if I can put it on here for you. Oh, my eyes. Just not what they used to be, Bobby. There you go, it's set in there. Now let me see if I can get it in onto the back there without it, you know, goofing up. You gotta be there. So there it goes, pretty simple to set in there. I'm gonna put some, of course this is a 3D printed part. I wonder if the one Bobby's gonna put together is better or not, but I can solve the little jankiness there with just putting some sticky tack in there. That to me is just a normal deal. It's not a big deal at all. So anyways, there you go. You could have this M60 up here in the back, having some fun, shooting some bad guys, going to town. Yeah, what else? Oh, it also has this little guy, kind of like the vamp there, and I think, yeah, it just pulls right back in. It's got a little thumb screw or something back here in the back. You just pull that back in. The doors do come off, but I'm not gonna pull them off. I don't feel like it. Let's get some of the other accessories on here. You know what? Before we do that, first name Honcho. That's kind of an inside joke, but anyways, let's see if Mr. Honcho here can see how he sits on this bad boy. What is it, Mike Honcho? Is that what his name is? I don't know. Anyways, can sit right up here. I'm not gonna put them all on there, but anyways, there you have them. Absolutely, he can come after you. Look at that, going after you if he really has to. Let's put the weapon effects on it. And he actually sits on this. There's a little lip on here. He can just sit on that little lip and he can go to town on you. Let's see if this, the effects are pretty big, but you know what, it's all right. I mean, it's all about, whoa, they're big. Look at that. Here, you hold it, just so it doesn't fall there, Honcho. Let's see if we can get you to hold it, brother. There we go. There you go. Just make sure if you're firing, your Valaverse figure's holding on to that. I mean, it's an effect. It's big. and it's loud. Anyways, there you go. Exactly what, I'm gonna take this off because it's definitely putting a lot of weight on this thing. But very cool effect. I mean, some people are being very subjective about this. It's a toy. I'm probably gonna get some heat for that, but it's a toy, guys. It's an expensive toy. It's probably meant for adults, so I get it. You know, if you're a little bit upset about it. What else do we have on it? I think that's it. I think that's all I'm going to cover. But let's take a look at the other stuff that I got because I ordered early. Let's open this package up. This is the extra accoutrement that you get if you order early, right? You get all of your missiles here. Let's unpack this. Let's pull this off. Number one. Let's pack all this out of here. I hope it's not too long of a review for you guys. But you know me in these car reviews. Some missiles. Here you got some missiles that come in a little tray with the fire effects on them. I've got the regular missiles that are just loaded in here, just like that. Okay, all right, well, shoot. You know what? If you gave me a Rasvani with, how many missiles are those? Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12 missiles, then yes. All right, fine. I'll take the Rasvani into battle instead of the Humvee. Golly. You're gonna have that many on there. All right, I'm just gonna put the swing arm and this guy in there because I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose all of that. Close that up. So here are the missiles, and let me see, it's supposed to, yeah. So there you go. You can move, you can tilt that up and down. And you can put these, well, here, I'm just gonna take a few and put them in there and put them back up. I'm trying to get all this done before I go, guys. Yeah, they just slide right in there. Wouldn't it be cool if you had an eject button on these? That'd be kind of neat. And then here you got some blast effects here. Oh, I see. I guess some of these go into the back over here. It's a lot like it's firing off or something. Or like it's getting ready to fire off. I don't know. And then I really like that you have these guys ready to, you know, fire off. It looks really cool looking like this. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. That looks straight awesome. Right? Look at that. That's awesome. That looks great. It just does. Sorry. Anything else? That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. Now, you know what? Let's get into the figure real fast. So much stuff. Let's see what you get. Oh, this is funny. Oh, this is funny. We're gonna get some close-ups in a minute as well, but so you get a Star Cups, a Valaverse cup there. There you go, a Valaverse mug. Very cool. You get a Vanguard light. I don't know. There you go. That's funny. And you get a ton of, you know, you get the regular hands from Vanguard there, you know. And of course, the Reaper. Feels like a Valaverse figure. I mean, you got all the regular points. He doesn't have a vest. He does. He's got really good articulation there. I mean, as far as the way he looks, I really like that. He's bending really nicely. Of course, I probably should have dipped him in water, but hot water, but I didn't. He's bending real nice. He's moving real smooth. His legs are moving real smooth. T-pose. Oh. Nope, there it goes. T-pose. There it goes. Easy T-pose. I mean, he is what they promised him to be, and he's exactly what the figure was, you know, told us to be, or was promised to us. So if you're asking, the posability is standard. He's got a double jointed elbows, looks back this far, down that far. So he's got wide range of movement there. He looks like he's got two parts in his neck there, which is kind of neat. Double jointed elbows, butterfly joints, cut at the bicep, trigger hands with a dice roll, drop down hips, cut at the torso, cut at the waist. Is it? It's a cut there, but you can't go all the way around. I don't care. It's fine. It doesn't need to go. All right. Drop down hips, double jointed pinless knees. Does he have a cut at the thigh? He does have a cut at the thigh. Does he have a boot cut? He does have a boot cut. I would have rather the boot cut been here, not up here. It's interesting that I'd rather the boot cut have been here at the boot than, I don't know if you guys saw me playing around with it, but they put it actually up here. They didn't put it down here at the boot, which is weird. He does have ankle pivot. I mean, standard Valaverse stuff. And it looks great. I mean, what? Good stuff. Good stuff. You know what? Let's get a very close inside view of this bad boy so that you guys can see the inside of it. See if I can get in there for you. All right, let's get in there. This is, you know, a little bit more detail with this lens, but anyways, that's what it looks like on the inside. It looks good. Doesn't look bad at all. And I believe the seats do move back. Don't they? Gotta play with it a little, I guess. Let me see 1 second. So yes, the seats do move back and forth. I can't do it. I can't do it with my single hand. Let me see. Single-handed, but yes, they do move back and forth. There, see that? See that? So they do go back and forth so you can fit the bigger figures in there. You got a steering wheel in there. Let me see. Can I get some more light in there for you guys without dropping this thing? There you go. You got a cup holder in there? There it is. So, yeah. It's very cool. Does it have the, there you go, the brake and stuff in there? Very nice. Very nice. So ultimately, am I satisfied? Am I satisfied with this purchase? I have to say I am. Am I disappointed in anything in particular? I mean, one of the things that I was kind of disappointed in is the fact that this doesn't go up and down, but they seem to have fixed that. They're going to send out that free part, and then Gonzo sent me this free part, so I really can't complain about that. I don't really have anything to complain about this vehicle. It's exactly what was promised to me. And I think this, yeah, this comes off. It feels real flimsy though. You know what? That's what I'm going to complain about. Since I have to have something to complain about, this is too flimsy. This is too flimsy, Bobby. But it comes right out pretty good, so. The entrenching tool. Let me see. Look at that serrated edge so you can cut right through skulls. Anyways, I mean, in all seriousness, I don't know. I don't know what the big deal was with people complaining about it. I don't have any issues with this thing. Is it a Humvee? No. Is it on the level of a Humvee? $400 or $500? No, it's not. It is exactly what was promised to us. This. We all saw it at the convention. I'm happy with the purchase on a scale of 1 to 5. I'm gonna score it like, you know, and I'll put my, what I score things at right here. As a vehicle, everything that was promised to me was given to me. What does it look like? What does it feel like? It feels good. The plastic, everything in here feels well done. The doors are fine. You know, everything works as advertised. The figure works fine. I don't know. I mean, to me, this is like a solid, you know, 4.6. It's a great vehicle. It's a great vehicle. Are there some things I would have liked? I would have liked more things on it. I would have liked that arm control thing in the back done a little better, I guess. But then again, he could have just not done it and just been happy with that. So, I mean, and we got this turret as a bonus. I mean, that's, what are we asking for here? So, I don't know. I think it's a very cool niche product that Bobby gave us, and I'm going to give it like a 4, like I said, a 4.6. It's a great vehicle. Now, as opposed to what? I'm going to say that Humvee that I showed you guys earlier, that's a 5.1. It's a must-have. You got to turn that one up to 11. So this is a 4.6. I'm not scoring the Ramen toys, the Ramen Racer. I can't score because I'm just too. When I saw it, I was just aghast, or just amazed, not aghast, amazed at what Ace had produced. And then Bobby comes out with this one, another great thing. So yeah, to me, great solid vehicle. Let me know, guys, what do you think in the comments below? Do you agree with my review? Did you like my comparisons? Did Bobby lie to us? I don't think he did. But you know, your opinion may vary. I mean, tell me why I'm wrong. You know, okay, you know what else? All right, so here's the deal. That entrenching tool is flimsy, and these 50 cals look bananas. Other than that, I don't have a complaint. I mean, come on, seriously. I don't have a complaint. These 50 cals look crazy, man. They fire lasers too. No, but seriously, 4.6 on this particular vehicle. Solid, not a solid one, a great vehicle along the lines of the Ramen Racer. It certainly does not compare to the Humvee that I showed you guys earlier, but still a fantastic vehicle. I enjoyed doing this review. It's super fun. Am I picking up a Desert Tan one? There's a 70 to 90% possibility that I am. Unfortunately, because I didn't pick up the, no, I'm gonna get a tan one because I think I want the tan one. But I'm probably gonna take, I'm gonna take somebody else's top off of eBay. Because I'm gonna drill some holes in mine and put gridiron stuff on it. Heresy, heresy. I'm 100% gonna put some gridiron stuff on Bobby's stuff. I don't care. I don't care if they don't like each other. I'm doing it. It's mine now. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. I hope you enjoyed this review of Insanity. I hope you enjoyed that little introduction that I did. I thought it was hilarious. And again, hey, I hope you're enjoying this stuff. Let me know in the comments below. Did you get one? Did you not get one? Do you agree with my review? Did you find some other things? Did Bobby lie to us? Did something not meet your standards on this thing? But anyways, thank you everybody for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. And as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling these out.